The Indian Air Force Tejas MK1As are all set to fly as the United States will start deliveries of the fighter jet engines within days. Now India can begin inducting 1.5 squadrons of these 4.5 generation jets each year to maintain air supremacy over Pakistan and a tactical parity with Chinese fighters stationed in occupied Tibet. After a contractual delay of nearly 2 years, US aerospace giant General Electric is all set to deliver the first batch of the 99 F404 engines to the HAL by the end of this month, kick-starting the final assembly of Bharat's latest fighter jets, a symbol of Indian defense manufacturing prowess. GE's decision to begin 404 engines comes amid serious concerns as New Delhi and Washington race against time to reach an agreement before Donald Trump's reciprocal tariffs kick in on the 2nd of April. Meanwhile, two officials related to this matter have revealed the first contracted Tejas engine is already on the final test bed and is expected to be delivered to India within days now. News portal defense.in reports that if delivery of the engines happens as per the latest schedule, the HAL will roll out the first made-in-India Tejas MK1A jet by the end of April itself. HAL's Nasik manufacturing facility, which has a long tradition of building and maintaining Russian MiG and Sukhoi aircraft, is likely to roll out the first of the Indian Tejas MK1As. In order to further accelerate the Tejas MK1A rollout, GE plans to deliver 20 F404 engines each year starting 2026 to fulfill the 2021 99 engine deal worth a whopping $716 million. Simultaneously, the HAL is confident it can construct 20 more Tejas fighters in 2025-26, ramping up production to 25 in 2026-27 and 30 fighter jets each year thereafter. The revised delivery schedule promises to accelerate the Indian Air Force's deployment of multiple LCA Tejas MK1A squadrons in light of the two-front war threat from Pakistan and China. The HAL's promised production capacity will complement IF's urgent need to replace the outdated and retiring MiG-21 Bison squadrons and boost the squadron numbers from the current 31 more towards the operational need of 42. According to reports, the Indian Air Force will raise the first Tejas MK1A squadron at the Nal Air Base in the Bikaner district of Rajasthan, facing the Pakistan front. This close to the border, the Tejas MK1As will form the first line of defense against any Pakistani threat. And the deployment also showcases the Indian Air Force's confidence in this Indian fighter jet. The Ministry of Defense under Rajnath Singh has tightened its nose over consistent delays by the HAL and has formed a high-level committee to examine the cause and streamline faster induction of these fighter jets into the Indian Air Force. Repeated delays by the HAL also provoked the wrath of Indian Air Force Chief during Aero India 2025. An accidental on-camera recording of the Indian Air Force Chief Air Marshal Amarpreet Singh rebuking state-owned HAL was posted by news portal National Defense, creating a stir over the internet. A visibly annoyed IF chief was caught in a candid conversation with HAL chairman DK Sunil, saying, quote, "I can only tell you what our requirements and worries are. You have to alleviate those worries and make us more confident. At the moment, I am just not confident of the HAL, which is a very wrong thing to happen," unquote. A disappointed IF chief expressed his anger to HAL, adding, quote, "I was promised that when I will come here in February, 11 Tejas MK1As would be ready, and not a single one is ready," unquote. So how has the HAL failed to deliver even a single Tejas MK1A jet from the first tranche of 83 ordered in 2021? And why were these engines delayed in the first place. Now, the friction started when deliveries of the 83 Tejas jets were supposed to begin in March last year, 3 years after the deal was signed in 2021, costing a whopping 48,000 crore rupees or $6.8 billion. Now, the delivery date was extended by GE due to pending certifications for certain crucial components which had to be delayed due to the global pandemic that emerged from Wuhan in China. Reports stated that GE Aerospace was facing some sort of supply chain issues which were getting sorted out as the production of few engine parts had been outsourced to suppliers. DK Sunil, the chairman and managing director of HAL, confirmed last November that they were in talks with GE Aerospace to resolve these logistical issues, saying, quote, "They are having some supply chain issues, which is the outcome of the COVID-19 related shutdown of industries. So they are having to recertify parts. They have assured us that they will do their best to ensure that our program is not impacted," unquote. Remember, the HAL has enjoyed an unchallenged monopoly over the Indian Air Force's requirements, leaving the IAF with no other practical choice. Parallelly, the HAL is working with GE to manufacture the more powerful GE F404 engine in India, along with 80% transfer of technology under the ISET, or the Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies Pact between India and the US. The deal involves know-how on manufacturing technologies, machining and coating of single crystal turbine blades, nozzle guiding vanes, ceramic matrix components, thermal barrier coating, and laser drilling of combustor and bottle boring of shafts, etc. Now, this is the first time the United States of America has allowed another country to manufacture its prized GE F404 engines outside its own borders, marking a historic moment in bilateral defense ties. It further boosts the Make in India initiative being spearheaded by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself. The GE F414 engines will power not only the LCA Tejas Mark IIs, but also the initial squadrons of India's own indigenous 5th generation fighter jet, the Advanced Multi-Role Combat Aircraft, or the AMCA, which is being developed by the DRDO. US engines are set to power Made in India fighter jets, and the delivery of the first F404 engine for the Tejas MK1As is expected within days. But what do you believe? Can India now trust America as a long-term defense ally? The Ministry of Defense of India wants to procure rocket ammunition for the 122mm Grad BM-21 multi-barrel rocket launcher. Original equipment manufacturer and vetted vendors have been invited to submit proposals. Ammunition must be interoperable with presently in-service launchers and fire control systems, deployable on varied terrain environments, and be MIL-SCD compliant. It must have a 10-year life with extendable maintenance. Transportability without modification must be ensured by vendors. The acquisition is to enhance Indian artillery capabilities, and interested suppliers may refer to Indian Army tenders for further information. Armenia is seeking more Indian defense equipment designed to assist in its defense and security following escalation of tensions in the Caucasus. Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan emphasized that these acquisitions are for the purpose of strengthening national defense and not against any third country. Armenia has already placed orders for Indian artillery, Pinaka rocket launchers, and Swati radars worth $600 million in 2024-25. The country is also placing high priority on military training in India. Apart from this, Armenia is keen on obtaining observer status in the BRICS, reaffirming its commitment to global cooperation while enhancing its defense capabilities. Goa Shipyard Limited has commissioned its second P1135.6 stealth frigate on the 22nd of March 2025 in a significant step in the direction of India's indigenous naval capabilities. The warship is under technology transfer pact with Russia and is one of the 4 frigates in a contract to increase the firepower of Indian Navy. With INS Tushil already commissioned and another frigate set to be completed, GSL is set to deliver the first homegrown ship in 2026. The launch puts focus on India's growing strength in warship manufacturing and is one step closer to becoming completely self-reliant in defense manufacturing. Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button, and subscribe to Inconnect News.